Hi, guys. Welcome. I have done 6 readings on Dulce. This is going to be my last one. My other readings contain a lot of interconnects, and I can never tell if she's alive or not. This is one that I really struggle with for whatever reason. I don't know if she's alive. That could be why I struggle. If she's not a good communicator, there could be lots of reasons for it. Hi, Eileen. So it's one of those things where it's like I told the people, because I have people that can search in the area, and I told them that I would do one more live. I said all the answers are in the beginning, in the first readings, because I think we noticed that my first readings are the most accurate. All of these were done via typing, which we now know I have a lot of interconnects. I do know that Stephanie Parze came in back in the day before she went missing. Anaya, lots of them came in before, they were missing in Dulce. So I had lots of interconnects. Very confusing case for me for some reason. I struggle a lot with it. So I don't know really how it's going to go tonight, honestly. I don't. I have a hard time telling, if she's alive or not. And I had probably thought maybe she was because I wasn't getting clear information. So, you're all good. You're all good. Don't need to apologize. You're good. So we're going to just give people just a little bit of a chance to get in. I'm just going to do this reading. If I feel like it, a little bit on the map, and that's it. There is one direction that I always go with her, and that's up on the map, up and to the right. So that is one thing that I constantly go to that same area for a reason. Now that I'm recognizing how my pools and whatnot work on a map. So, I mean, there's only so much I can do on a case. If I'm not given the information, I'm not given the information. That's where things get a little tough. So I can only go with what I'm getting. And that makes it hard, because I would love to work on one case until it's solved, but unfortunately, sometimes not all cases are meant to be solved, and they're going to be solved in the time that they are, and they're going to be found in the time that they are. So all I try to do is hopefully be a part of that, but it's not something that, is not necessarily going to happen. So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. Man, see, when I put that up there, you guys can't see the... So annoying. You can't see the EMF when I do that. So, it's one of those ones that, like I said, I really do struggle with it. Hers and Summer's I have a hard time with for some reason, with location wise. And I think it's just because in Summer so much is out there that I think the collective is kind of screwing me up in my own mind as well. So I am going to do one more reading on Summer in the future, but it's one of those things where it's like, I want to do one more like this, but I wanted to give her energy a rest because they get tired. They get tired of talking to us. If there is a new case where, just they're constantly, no, because I have to go type it in if I do that. It's all in the description box. If people want to donate, it's all in the description box. It's kind of annoying because when I put it. Anyways, what I was going to say is if people, if like one person goes missing and they're, it's a very popular case like Kylie or Summer or anything like that, it's one of those things where they need a break. Like they get tired of talking to us because they already know what their life path is, right? They already know why they're on the other side. They already know everything, basically, what their soul contract is and all of that. They only need to talk to us for the people that are here. It's not for them in the most part. It's for the people that are here. And so they get tired of talking to us, and it kind of becomes disrespectful when we constantly try to connect with them over and over and over. That's why you see, like, I did 2 readings with Kylie, and I kind of left it till she came to me. And when she came to me and showed me, you know, she was in the water, and then she came to me again and she wanted to speak in the mediumship reading. Like, other than that, it kind of gets disrespectful with the over and over and over thing. So I kind of try to be I try to be respectful of spirit. I try to just do the best that I can, and give what I get. And like I said, I'm human, so I'm not going to get every single piece of the puzzle. And we don't get every single piece of the puzzle. We get bits and pieces. That's how this works. We get bits and pieces that you have to put together. However, my location is getting better because Merced 4, I had it right. And Quentin, I went straight to both locations. Oddly, that's the first time that's ever kind of happened to me. And that was just because he's a very strong spirit. Not only did he show me things to get me to where he was, and also I have to give credit to Angela because she also found it. She also found the area that I was talking about. She's like, everything is here. So Quentin was really good at describing things and also helping me feel on a map. So every spirit is different in how they communicate. Everybody is different. Some are stronger than others. Some show things easier than others. So that's one thing we have to keep in mind. And it is all how we perceive the information. Like, we might not understand what they're trying to say correctly. And so we have to, it's all in how we kind of perceive it. And, you know, psychic mediums are only about 80 to 90% accurate, and tools are even less than that. So, you know, you guys have to keep that in mind. But the thing with Dulce is like I said, I had so many interconnects when I did hers before. And I don't, if she is alive, that could be a good reason why. Like, I'd pick up on everybody else but her because she's not there to pick up on. I don't know. She's one that I cannot tell. And it drives me absolutely wild. Summer, again, you know, it's just, I think a lot has to do with the collective and my own thoughts on it. So it's hard to put your own thoughts aside. And so that's why I said I'm going to give her a break for a while. I'm going to get better at this location thing and better at communicating like this, because you guys, I just started doing live readings like this. Like, I always channeled typing, and that's how I always felt I connected best. So I just started doing it this way, but we're noticing that it's more direct and there's not as many interconnects for whatever reason. So Spirit put me on this path for probably that reason. They will still give interconnects, obviously, because that's just the way they work with me, but they're just, hopefully, isn't as much. All of a sudden I can't breathe for some reason. So I'm hoping that this one will bring more answers, because I do have people in the area that can it's just you. My camera is not blurry. Sorry, I kind of went off on that. Vanished Forgotten was asking me if it was just me or my camera was blurry, and I was like, it's you, because from what I could see, my camera's not blurry. She's sick. So she's gonna come on and help me tonight, but you guys give her a break. Don't make fun of her runny nose or anything like that. Poor thing. It is that time of year. You guys make sure that you stock up on all your vitamin C and everything, and get to taking that so you don't get sick, because once you get sick, it's hard to get rid of it. But get your immune systems up. Just to remind you, flu season is going to be really bad this year. Really bad. COVID will probably be bad again. But Spirit told me that flu is going to be bad. So, anyways, I'm gonna clear while I kind of describe how I work for those that are new. Oh, it is blurry? It doesn't look blurry on my end at all. I mean, when I'm looking at my camera right now, it looks fine. Seriously, it's I look fine on my end, so I don't know. So as you guys know, I can get past, present, and future. Things can be symbolic and have multiple meanings. Spirit will sometimes use my references and or experiences or how I relate to something to try to explain what I'm trying to say or what they're trying to say. So, you know, when it comes to cases, we get bits and pieces of the puzzle that we have to kind of put together. When it comes to location, it's the same thing. I see things like I'm there. And in location, you can get things that are on the way or around the area. So keep that in mind, you know, when you're looking at these cases. So, you know, and when I get like this, when I get spacey, that's spirit trying to connect with me. So I kind of sometimes get spacey and forget what I'm saying. So I do apologize when I do that. Anyways, so you guys cut me off with thinking the camera's blurry and stuff. Past, present, future. So remember, it is, you know, and I do get interconnects, so not everything will fit here, but hopefully most of it will. But spirit has a reason that they interconnect things, and that would be similar cases or timing or areas or stuff like that. Just, you know, want to remind you guys about that. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. That means so much to me. Really, honestly, that does. You know, I don't know what to say. It's just gonna have to be blurry because it looks fine on me. It looks fine on my end. I'm looking at it and it looks absolutely normal. And I don't really like the bright light. I was gonna see if that helps because it might be the color. But I think I don't know how to use this thing. Hold on. There we go. I don't really like the bright light, but we'll do the bright light, see if it helps. I don't know. It's really super weird. Who knows at this point? Who knows? So I'm just clearing real quick as I'm talking to you guys, but yeah, I try not to blabber too much. We'll see how it goes. I can't promise anything. I always say I can't promise anything. Well, we'll see how it goes, especially since I'm tired. We'll see. I like can't breathe all of a sudden though. Oh no. Okay, I'm trying to clear. I'm gonna look up her picture real quick. I just had it because I made the I'll use this picture. It's funny because it has a butterfly on it. I didn't even realize she liked butterflies. It is 9:50. I am sorry that it is late, you guys. I had another reading to do, and I was trying to upload that new Quentin video that I just did, and all of that. So, Kimberly, that means so much to me. Geez, you're making me smile. I worked really hard, and I work really hard. Oh, you guys, you're gonna make me cry. You're so sweet. My dog has chewed my pin. This is not the pin I want. Yeah, she's been gone around 3 years. Like I said, I've done 6 of them, but I don't know if any of them are accurate because I had a really hard time with them. Bits and pieces are. There's just a lot of interconnects, like I said. It's one of those, and I was doing a lot of typing, so we know more interconnects come in with that. So we are going to try this now, and we're going to see what happens. I think. Oh, I got to bring on. I almost forgot about bringing on Vanished and Forgotten. See, I'm tired myself, and I'm losing it. Literally losing it. Okay, I almost forgot all about her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was getting ready to do it, and I was like, wait, I'm forgetting something. So I bring on Tammy. I kind of bounce off of her with my intuition, as you guys were trying to see how I work best, and it seems I work really good with her on. It worked really well with Quentin. It worked really well with Kylie. So we're kind of just staying with that, and forgot about her. Yeah. I did an hour reading before this, and then I was, like I said, I was trying to get that upload. I've been trying to upload that all day long, so Tammy has to cut videos for me because I don't have the program. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Kimberly, that means a lot. Okay. It says your devices aren't connected for some reason. It's weird. I'm feeling like achy. I'm feeling this. This makes me think she's not alive anymore. Just because of the stuff that's coming in with my body right now, which is not. And my body aches bad. Like my arms ache, my chest. I feel like I can't breathe. So, anyways, because the last reading I did, I unless it wasn't her, or unless I was getting a pass thing, or she was held for a little bit, I don't know. Like I said, her readings are super confusing, but I'm hoping that we can kind of do direct tonight, and I won't get as many interconnects, and we can get some more straight on information. I hope. It's been a little bit of time for her, so hopefully we get a better connection. But let me tell you, my chest is hurting badly. This is not, I'm not liking this feeling at all. Let's just put it like that. Here comes Shazam. Don't make fun of her Rudolph nose.
Hi.
I don't even see it from here. You're tripping out.
I
Your
can
nose is
see
not
it,
that
but
red.
I'm in front of the light, so I kind of dimmed everything and then just put the light on.
You're good. Oh, I don't even see it. Anybody else
Cool.
see her Rudolph nose? No one sees it. So you're good.
All right.
You're good.
Okay. Are you gonna shut off chat or are you gonna leave it on?
Oh yeah, I am. I'm just gonna yeah, guys, sorry. I won't answer you for a while. I don't want to be distracted, so I'm going over here.
She usually goes back though, so
yeah, I'll go back and I'll check the chat later.
So
It just kind of distracts me, and I don't like to know any information. So even though I kind of know a little bit about this, like it's been a while since I've done my reading, so I don't remember anything I got really. I kind of remember like bits and pieces, and I'm gonna try to stay away from that. And just hopefully give what I get today. But see, it's not. No. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the way I feel. Nope, I'm not liking it at all.
That and I wanted to cry.
No, because I mean it's coming in like I've just got this heaviness on my chest, and it's into my arms. Like I always call it kind of like a fibro flare because that's how I feel whenever I get fibro flares. But I was fine before I came on here. But it's like my arms and everything is achy. And the front of my neck is hurting. So I'm not.
Right. You haven't said anything all day about feeling off. So.
Nope. I wasn't having, and because sometimes when the weather gets a little bit colder, my body will kind of go into like the fibro mode, but I really haven't felt it today until now. So it's definitely, sometimes it's hard to differentiate the difference between your own feelings and spirit, but when it happens like that, it's usually spirit, and I'm not liking the way that I'm feeling about this at all. Or as far as the way that I'm being made to feel.
Right.
And for anybody that's new, I'm not reading. I'm scribbling. So I'm not researching.
Right.
I do that. Off notes, okay? By the way, welcome minions.
Right?
I told you I was going to do that.
I know. That's great.
Okay, I'm getting back out of the chat again. All right.
Okay.
Like I said, I know about her. I've done 6 readings on her. I got started on her in the very beginning, but there's a lot of interconnects with her. So I'm trying to do a more focused read to try to see what I can get out of it. I'm having trouble breathing though, so there's definitely something to do with. It's not me.
No, I know. That's not good.
That's not me. That's not me when I feel like I got a cough like that. Okay. I don't think she's alive. Because it's hitting me a lot harder than a lot of the other ones that we do. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not gonna say for sure yet, but I am feeling a lot with my body. I wonder if that's her way of showing me she's on the other side. It's kind of weird. I saw her step out into a field of grass, and all these butterflies just started flying everywhere. Like, kind of like I mean, it looks like heaven. It's very bright and beautifully colored, and it's like she just kind of stepped onto the grass, and just all these butterflies went everywhere. And that's weird because I've never had spirit do that before. But I think because I'm kind of I've always struggled,
right,
if she's alive or not. Maybe that's her way of showing me. Because I think with Quentin, I was struggling a little bit, and he showed me his 4 fingers, and I was like, okay. So I think it's her way of letting me know. Because it wouldn't go away till I said something. So it's definitely her.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think I've gotten this before. So I want to get things before I kind of question if they're coming in again, but I hear the words "he worked with Papa." I don't know if she called her grandpa Papa, but that's not a word I use for my grandpa, so I know it's not.
Right.
It's not me. And I've always gotten that gardening, flowers, like all that kind of around the person that's responsible. And I don't know if that's like past or, present at the time, but I hear the words "not random." Like she was picked. Like this wasn't. It doesn't come across as. It doesn't come across as like I just see this little girl and I want to abduct her. It's more like I get the feeling where I've watched her, or I know her from somewhere. That's sort of the feeling I get. Like it's not one of those feelings like I'm this pedophile that comes on. Oh, you know what we forgot to say?
Might want to add that, yeah.
Yeah, I have to add this is for entertainment purposes only. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. These are only psychic medium impressions. They are not in any way factual. And yeah. Viewer discretion is advised. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention that. So I'm drawing kind of an arrow on my paper and I don't know why, but I don't think it was random. It doesn't come across that way. It's weird. Like she's making me draw. Okay, so I'm drawing family. She's making me put a circle around it. I mean, she's making me do branches off. And that's the weirdest thing. Like, it's like this. Can you guys see that? Okay, that's what she made me do. And I don't really know why. I don't know if she's saying that they connect in some way. because it was kind of weird. Like I saw that in my head and I like had to draw it. So this feels almost like it. See, I'm kind of struggling with my own mind because you would think it would be more, but it's like, why her then? There was a lot of other kids there. So why specifically would he call her over? And that's kind of the thought that just came in my head because I'm like questioning if it was random or not. But again, this feels like um, someone that watched, someone that stalked, someone that maybe possibly knew a family member and so knew about her. And maybe she's seen him before, and that's why she went over to him.
Right.
Because I don't think she would have went over to anybody that she didn't know.
Right.
Or hadn't seen around or something like that. Although she was a sweet kid, and I just feel like there's some familiarity there that I can't really shake it.
Right.
For some reason. I mean, what's weird is because I've always seen a bigger guy with her, like he looked bigger, but I could see connections too. So sometimes I'll actually see the connections to the perpetrator. I don't know why, but it's weird because she keeps flashing the sketch at me. And so I keep seeing him kind of like that with the hat and everything. And I haven't seen that sketch in like, in a while. Like 2 years, I think. But she's flashing that sketch at me for some reason. Okay. Oh, I hear the name Juan. I mean, I do think he's Mexican, Hispanic. I don't know what the correct term is. Like he's not white. And the reference again to laborer comes in and gardening and all that kind of stuff. I realize that's like really big out there, but that's the references of maybe what he does. And again, I get the reference of, and I'm seeing someone on a bull, and that's come in before too, like bull riding at rodeo. So there's someone that's connected, and that's come in a lot, I think, in her readings. So someone connected to the rodeo circuit basically is like what I'm seeing, and even the clowns. I don't know if they actually ride or they're a clown or but I see someone on a bull. And that could be related to him or something else. But I do kind of get the sense of like I don't think I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. That's why I'm sitting here. I don't know how to say it. But it's more of a fascination with the younger kids. See, and there's the damn church again. I get the church a lot too. And I don't know if he's connected to the church or there's a church where she is. It's weird too because I get a connection to like a little white car. And I don't know if like he has another one or something like that, but it's like a little white square car. It has like a little, it's like an older style vehicle. It's got kind of like a weird little engine sound. Like prop prop. I can hear the engine in my head and I don't, it's like a little weird sounding engine. I don't know. Because it's weird, like they just show me like her being watched for like a period of time. I hear habits, like he knew their habits, like if they were going to go to the park or whatnot for whatever reason. There's got to be some kind of connection to the family, like the family knows them somehow. Because it feels like I said, like familiarity there. I do feel he wears that hat a lot, though it's not like maybe not the same one, but or he did. Because she keeps showing me every time she keeps flashing this sketch at me, he's got, it's the sketch with the hat. And so she's talked, like, I don't know if he wears the hat a lot, but also I see him in like cowboy gear, like a cowboy hat and boots, a belt buckle, jeans. That comes in. And I keep seeing crops too. Crops, lots of crops. For some reason. Like lots and lots of crops. I just keep seeing that, like rows and rows of crops. Like if you're driving on a road, it's just all these crops. And I don't know if she's giving me area where she is, where he lives, or if that's what he does. Like farming.
Right.
I hear the word non-resident. So I don't know if he's legal. And that could be why I kept getting like one of those camps, like those illegal camps. I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
That could be one reason why I'm getting that. I'm trying to get more on him, but she's kind of going into area. Okay, so it's weird because I still want to go the direction that I always go, which is up. It's like she's taking me to a map, but she's taking me the direction up on the map. I don't know if that's north, south, east, but it up from Bridgeton. I'm gonna try to see the area and see if I can get things that are around. Okay. So hunting. I think that's what she's showing me. I see men with like rifles or guns. It kind of reminds me of like a hunting or shooting area. Then I get super wooded, like really wooded. I think there's water nearby, but it's like a lake or a pond. It looks like a larger body of water, but I also get the reference to like either a creek or a river. But it's um also seeing railroad tracks for some reason. Um, and I keep getting that church. That church keeps coming in, but then also weirdly, and this is weird because when I was talking about her the other day is when I started seeing that hospital.
Yeah.
And then it ended up I started getting gunshots outside of, gunshots, and then that was the vision for the hospital shooting. But I'm seeing a hospital again, weirdly, like a tall one. So it's kind of weird because I kind of feel like this area is like behind a hospital. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, because she shows me a hospital, and then she shows me like if you go back behind the hospital, it's one of those hospitals that has like a bunch of woods back there or something like that. Like it's just like extremely wooded, and it's like if you were to keep going, then you might see like a pond or a lake kind of water. But then there's the creek or river that I keep getting like a um flowing kind of water. And it's weird. I know I always get freaking woods, and then I start to question it. Like, well, there's so many other things, and so many other places people could be, or weird things that they could do. And so I don't. It's kind of confusing because I don't know why there would be a hunting area, or it's either a range or a hunting area. I want to say it's a hunting area. But there's still a reference of like a huge hospital in the vicinity. And it's weird because I get kind of a church with that. And I don't know. I don't even know if I'm making sense, like if those things are next to each other or anything like that. But
Could be.
But it's weird because like when I got that, we were talking about her, and I kept thinking that doesn't belong to her, does it? And it's almost like it interconnected because when I got that, I got the other vision. So then I couldn't differentiate, but now it's coming in again. So I think it also might belong here. I also get the reference to a freeway, or a main road, because I keep hearing like cars or a main road, that's like not far from me. And I also get, it's weird, kind of like a sandy area, maybe in the wooded area. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I keep seeing like a little bit of sand area, like around where I'm talking about. And because I keep getting like she's not far from like a road or a freeway, or like a main road or something like that. I keep getting orange too, and I don't know if that's because I can get that with hunting and I can get that with construction.
Right.
Or for some other reason. So I kind of keep getting that. It's weird because she's not really going into what happened, but from my guess, being not able to breathe. I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So, because it's more like right now she's focused on area for some reason. And I think there might be DNA or something that's going to connect to the person responsible, because that's why, like, I hope, like, I never want to say someone's deceased if they're not. I just know what my body's kind of feeling and what I'm getting from her. It feels like she's on the other side.
Right.
Do they even have 7-Elevens in New Jersey? I have no idea why I'm saying a 7-Eleven. That's so weird. What is this cat doing? What are you doing? It could just be that's how I reference mini marts, but I don't know if it's a specific one or not. I don't even know if this is making sense. The railroad track seems significant, like there's some nearby or something like that. But I really keep getting, like, I also hear a loop. So I don't know, those loops on the freeway. I don't know if it's a loop on the freeway, the word loop, or something like that. But
that's your 7-Eleven answer.
Yes. Is it by anything that I'm talking about, Ashley? She's the one that wanted me to do the video, the reading.
Does Ashley
Yes.
want to come on?
No, she probably doesn't. I just need her to validate if where I'm talking about makes any sense, because that's where she lives. She lives out there, and she's been around that area like crazy. So,
okay, I'll put her answers on the screen then.
Okay. I just need to know if, like, where I'm talking about, like, rings any bells to her.
Okay.
Also getting the color blue for some reason.
Okay.
And I hear the word construction, and there, like, I get a reference to, when tractors are backing up and you hear that beep, 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 or something, some kind of, it's a forklift or tractor or whatever. It's like I can hear that with a reference to possible new construction site, or something to do with the construction area. Okay, but we will need to find I don't know if it has anything to do with where I'm talking about. Okay, because I could be picking up where he lives too, like with the 7-Eleven or something, because I can get where they live, not just
right
location. So all this location might go together, but the hospital seems significant. The road seems significant. There's railroad tracks around there somewhere, because all those things seem like really significant. Besides, it's almost like if I want to go behind the hospital, I hit like not right behind it, but like far back. It's pretty wooded. Yeah. It's like super, super wooded, but then there's like a road, and then I keep getting like a loop. So I don't know if that's like a loop on a freeway, loop on a road, or like the word loop or something like that. Right. But at the same time, there's some kind of either shooting range or hunting. I really think it's hunting, because I want to put the orange with it, which is usually my hunting thing. Yeah. I don't know about I don't know that. I feel like there's some kind of either it's road work, but there still feels like there's a construction site really, really close to where she is, because I can hear beeping of tractors, and like it's fenced off, so it's like a new construction area, like they're building something right there. Right. So it's almost like she's in between this wooded area where they're building something and where there's a hospital, and it's really, really wooded. But then again, around there somewhere, I'm not really sure where. I keep getting like, a little pond or a lake or something like that. It's a larger body of water. But then I don't think it's a river. I think I'm picking up a creek because it seems small. Okay. And I think depending on, like, if it rains a lot or whatever, you get more water in there. But it's like one of those, it feels like one of those creeks that and I'm getting the vision of like, whenever you hit your maps and you take it off of the satellite and it just shows the creeks and the roads, where she's doing that. She's taking it off of satellite and showing me, that there's a creek there, but you wouldn't see it unless you hit that satellite, whatever it is. Like you would only see it if you were looking at that view. Like it doesn't really show up in the woods on the regular map, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's kind of weird. I've never had anybody do that to me before.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's that helps a lot because I'd be looking for one and you won't see it.
Right.
You won't see it unless you click that off. So, and I think she's more or less wanting, like, because the more I try to focus on him, the more I can't, like, she's not giving me any much more on him. It's about where she is, because I feel like where she is, because it's going to be either by where he works, there's going to be somewhere that's tied to him, and I think there's going to be DNA. So I think the important thing is finding her is the way that she comes across with this. And again, I keep seeing a church, so there might be a church in the area, but also crops. There's some kind of crops, and again, the crops could be like related to him, but it feels like there might be some crops in the area as well.
Right.
Like perimeter wise, because I can get things that are out in the perimeter. Like if you pass it, you're like, okay, I see this. But the way this is coming in, it's like there's a hospital, there's a wooded area. On the other side, there's a new construction with like a fence. I keep getting a fence, and I keep hearing construction, like beeping of these. Beeping is driving me freaking insane because I just hear it like when they back up and they have that beeping sound, and that's like she could hear that. It's really kind of annoying. And then I don't feel like she's far from a road. Okay. And I actually don't feel like, I just feel like she's in such a dense area, and she's not really, I don't think he buried her or anything like that. It comes across as, sometimes people just put people in the woods and kind of leave them and hope they don't get found. It's kind of that situation. She might be wrapped in something though, but I'm not sure. That's not because I always kind of get a blue blanket with her for some reason. I don't know why. I'm kind of getting something like that, but I'm not sure. And I still think there's this, and I've gotten this before, like there's this one tree that's significant, and this dirt road with the one tree that's significant. That came in before. It's coming in again. I don't know if it's symbolic or exactly how it fits. Darn it. So it's kind of weird because I don't think I've ever gotten that construction site or hospital before. That's all new stuff.
Yeah.
Location wise. And it feels like it's on the right. Okay, so like if I'm on the road or freeway or road, whatever it is, it feels like a pretty busy road actually. It feels like this stuff is on the right-hand side. If I'm going up on the map, I don't know how to explain. That's, I suck at kind of direction, but see, I think it's a pond, not a lake, because I hear ducks.
Okay, yeah.
And I hear park. Like there might be a park in the vicinity. My nose is running now too. I'm getting your nosy.
Not bad.
It's weird because she shows me a traffic light. I have absolutely no idea what this means.
Wow.
But I'm seeing a traffic light, so I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I have no idea what that means.
She said it makes sense.
Everything I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm just describing an area that does not exist.
Normally, there's always an area for you. So
Yeah, that's true. There usually is. And she knows the area really well, so that's why, I wanted to do it with her here, because now it sucks because I'm not really getting any names or numbers or anything like that.
right.
I hate that so much. But what's weird is I keep seeing like people walk in and out of I don't understand what she's showing me right now. It's like I keep seeing a nurse's assistant or someone like that. It's a male, and he's got a blue, like, which is weird. I don't think this guy's like into nursing, or unless he connects to it or something. Because I don't know how he can do like all the other stuff and do this. Maybe he does it on the side, like maybe he works at the hospital. It's kind of weird. Like he could be a janitor or anything like that, working at the hospital, because the hospital seems significant. But it's weird because I'm seeing him in, how like they make him wear those blue scrubs sometimes. Like I keep seeing someone in like a light blue scrubs. I don't know if that's the kind that they wear at the hospital, but that's how I relate to it. That's the kind of scrubs that we had when I was in respiratory therapy school. So
Right.
that's how I relate to it. It could be that color, it may not. But there's something, I don't know. I don't know if he connects to that hospital in some way. If she's showing me that he worked there at one time or works there, like he could be a janitor, he could be a custodian, he could be anything. I'm not sure.
Right.
Because I feel like he does several things. It's so weird. Like I've never gotten that before. I don't understand it. And maybe one day it'll make sense. I don't know.
Right.
But it might be that there's a link to the hospital. I just don't know what hospital it is. It's weird though, because I kind of get like the church with the hospital, and I just wonder if it's like one of those hospitals that's kind of like named after a church, or like kind of like a churchy hospital. I just wonder, or if there could be a church by it. You know what I mean? That's like connected to the hospital. I don't really know if that makes sense.
Could be.
It seems like it's just really important to find her, because I'm not really getting any more on him as much as I'm trying to. I think he thought she's never going to be found and I don't have to worry about it. Because it's weird, because I'm not being shown what happened. And that's kind of frustrating me, because
Right.
it's always like, well, usually if I don't see a passing, I still wonder if they're alive.
Yeah.
But the way that I'm being made to feel in the area I'm getting, I don't, I'm not leaning that way, unfortunately.
Right.
Because my leg just started aching. My whole leg. I don't know why. But it feels like the area she's in is like super dense, like very, very wooded.
Okay.
And I can hear like a lot of birds and stuff, like stuff that you would hear in the forest. It feels like it's super, super wooded, heavily wooded. And I feel like there might be some trails, but not a lot.
Yeah.
This is not like a place where I don't feel people go. Like it's not a hangout spot. Like it's literally behind a hospital and by a new construction site. Like it's just like a wooded area that's there. I mean, I think it's next to a park, and it's next to like a hunting area or something like that. Or I don't know what the people with guns are. Like I don't know. It kind of reminds me of what I get for hunting, but it could be like a range or anything like that. But still, and that could just be in the perimeter area.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. I'm not really getting much else. I don't hear if I hear like Alberto or Humberto. I've gotten Humberto before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's Alberto or Humberto. but I've gotten Humberto a lot actually. And I always want to say Salinas with it, which is really weird.
Right.
But I've gotten that full name before, and I don't know if it fits here or not. But it's kind of the way it's coming in is. I always want to say, like, who would want to say Salinas with that name? But every time I hear that name, I want to say that. So I'll just say it just in case it fits.
Right.
Because I don't know, it might fit, it might not. Shoot, is that a good idea, Ashley? Because I'm not getting much else on it, on the area. I hear like branch off, like maybe the road, like the freeway goes and then it branches off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it branches off to a different area or something like that. It's kind of weird how she just said that.
Right.
Okay, so I'm getting like a willow tree, and that could be for the word willow as well.
Right.
I don't know if that's gonna fit here or not, but I notice if I don't say something, it always fits somewhere, and then I get mad at myself. I'm like, I should have said that. So I'm getting like a willow tree. I also hear the word blossom. I don't know what that means. I just heard tell my little brother I love him.
Aww.
So I don't know if like she feels like a caretaker of him. Like she would help take care of him and like kind of help protect him and stuff like that. Like that's she feels very like a big sister should, but kind of in a motherly way. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand why she went over there. I don't know. I kind of feel like I said like there's some familiarity or something like that, but I don't really know.
Right.
Like he doesn't feel like a complete stranger, and she may have only met him like once or something, but it doesn't feel like someone that she just doesn't know at all. Because I keep getting this sense of like being watched a lot, with her. I also get the word green or the color green as well. So,
Sorry.
I don't know. There's a hospital. There's got to be a hospital, but the hospital must be like close to the freeway or something like that. In the way that it comes across, because I keep getting this freeway and so the hospital must be like not far from the freeway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or far from the busy road, I should say.
Yeah.
Thought you don't hear, faker. My cat just growled and he moved. You know he heard it. I don't know. I don't think I'm getting anything else. Does all that make sense, Ashley? Let me see. Okay, yeah, right side of the freeway. That would be right. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and reread this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about working Debbie. I think Debbie said all she's gonna say. We'll just have to wait.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Getting all these notifications in the way. Hospital to the right of the freeway. I have an idea. I'm gonna pull up some maps. Oh, it's directly on it. Okay. So I'm gonna look at my map and see if I'm pulled anywhere. But this hospital, it's kind of weird. She's never given me that before.
Right.
And it was weird how when I got it, and I was like, well, where does this fit? And then it happened to she showed I heard gunshots with it. So then I was like, okay, there's gonna be a shooting inside a hospital. And then so it was like after that happened, now she's come back with now she's showing me the hospital again, like, okay, well, it fits here as well, kind of thing.
Right.
Because I was like, okay, that's it, that's where it fits. So I'm gonna try to go from where she went missing from Bridge. Bridgeton. I can't even remember how to spell this thing. Why does it come up trash pickup near Bridgeton? How weird. What do I look up? Ashley to find out where she went missing from. I'm gonna try to find it on my own. I'm gonna see if I'm pulled in any direction on the map, but I need to go from somewhere. So what do I type in to go from? Because I don't remember where she went missing from. Sorry, guys. My freaking cat was drinking water, and it made me want water. Is that West Avenue North? Right. Okay, let's see. I always want to go up, so I'm just gonna go with that kind of feeling. It down doesn't ever feel right. Kind of like with Quentin, like going down on the map didn't feel right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go up. See, I forgot all about Greenwich. I wonder. Oh, this doesn't seem right. It seem like the right way. For some reason, Quentin seemed easier. It was weird. It was like I just like go this way and go that way, but here it's like, especially when I don't. I hate that I don't get names and stuff. Sometimes I do, but I wish it was more often. What it is. I'm kind of checking this out, but I don't see a hospital, so that can't be right. It's not off a main road. I just noticed all the sandy area. Oh, my freaking back hurts. This coldness is starting to make me be. Violent. Is that up, Ashley? Trying to see it because I don't. Hey, there's a Green Branch Park and a Willow Grove Fire Company.
Oh, sorry.
Are you okay over there? Hey, what about this Willow Grove Lake Preserve thing?
I thought I muted my camera. I'm sorry.
Allergies or something.
Is there one over there? I've gotten normal before. I did not know there was a place named Willow, so that's like really got my attention, but I don't see a hospital.
Is he screaming or
Yeah.
do you know why I heard you?
I swear we looked over here before. Ashley, is there one over by this Willow place? That's got me going. Oh, I found it. So weird. I was right there, Ashley. I was right by the hospital. Okay. Yes.
Her friend.
Is there construction over there by the Inspira Medical Center? It's so weird. Okay. That's Sherman word. I've gotten that before too. But look, there is. See, we've been back to this Union Lake wildlife place before. That would be where the hunting is. I think or it's a wildlife management area. That would be the ducks are. And then if you keep going, you hit the freaking Willow Grove. So I've actually been to this Union Lake like multiple times, and I think there's a reason. This is one place I keep going back to. It's Millville. Oh, yeah. See, there's that. We've looked here a million times. Well, that's not up. That's over. That's not up. That's over. Well, it's up, but it's up and over. So is that hospital? Energy center. What is that behind it? All that wooded area. It's got pathways through it. What is it? People drive in there? And see, that's a loop too. There's like 3 loops. There's 3 loops right there at the freeway. That's kind of a trip. See, she's given baseball fields before. There's a baseball field there. I can't remember if she gave college before. I don't see the church. I don't see a church. The fairgrounds. Do they have rodeos at this fairgrounds place. Because that's interesting. Because that Union Lake Wildlife, I mean, I've been there multiple times. I wonder if it's in there because I always feel like the right, but the right doesn't. Okay, so the right side would be behind the hospital. Like there's like right there off the freeway by the county works. I don't know how that makes sense. Does that area make sense? I know it looks completely. I don't know what else I've gotten with her. So would this be along 55 is what you're thinking? I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the bull riding could be him. I was just wondering because I think I've gotten the fairgrounds before, anyways, or some kind of fair animals before. We've been here multiple fucking times. We've been here a million times. And there's lots of roads in here that I've gotten a million times as well. Lots of roads that I've gotten around here. Oh, it's connected to the church is connected to the hospital? I see. It's on the other side of it. I mean, it makes that area really does make sense. And you know what? This is an area we keep coming back to. But there's all kinds of roads here I've gotten like let's see. And there's lots of stuff I've gotten here too, from what I remember that seemed familiar looking at it. Like Elmer's there, Broad is there, Chestnut. I've gotten all those. All right. Well, I think that's the right area. I mean, I'm not feeling. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
Where's this picture?
It's more like an obsessive feeling. I'm not getting nauseous or anything. It's Sherman. I've gotten Sherman before. See that Parvin branch? You don't really see it. Didn't we talk about it's near Denny's. Okay, I got Denny's too. Didn't we talk about it smelling or something, or there being a sewage around there as well? Because there's one there. Okay. So the hospital is on the right hand side, and it's on Sherman, which is weird because I've gotten Sherman before, and it's on my list. The opposite side would the opposite side make more sense? Where is the construction though? I don't see the construction at all. And it might not be on here. It might not be on the map, obviously. But is there a construction site on the other side of that hospital? You know? Because it's like there's a hospital, and then if I'm on the other side of it, I keep seeing hearing the stupid trucks and stuff. My head was hurting. Yeah. Hey, Cassie. Yeah, I can't remember if I got the landfill or not. I think so. Okay. Because it's almost like on the other side of the hospital. It's like, I don't know. I just keep seeing construction, like it's fenced off, and there's a bunch of like tractors and stuff in there. That's what I keep seeing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it has a lot of the stuff we've gotten before, that's for sure. And a lot of the roads I've gotten.
Yeah. And you're drawn back to the same area.
Yeah, I've gone back here multiple times. This Union Lake Wildlife, I always go back there. And we're noticing that when I do that, it usually means something. Because I did the same thing in Quentin, and I did the same thing in Merced Fort, where I kept going back and forth. There's an airport there too. I think I got airplanes. Like if you go back into all the readings, I've got just about everything that's in this area.
Yep.
It's just weird because I always want to. I am getting a headache though. Weird, she's not giving me anything else. That's definitely worth a check out. Check up, check out.
Right?
I don't know where the word green comes in, but Willow is right above this. She could be. I mean, I see her closer to the freeway, but I think it's interesting that the word Willow came in. I've never gotten that before. And I had totally forgotten it was even on the map, so that's a good thing. It's good that I come up with stuff that I forget about. So that would be another area. Yeah, this is like a fenced, like they're building like a new building or something. Like it's like a fenced off area with a bunch of what is it called? Tractors and equipment and shit. See, there's a lot of words I've gotten around here. A lot. I don't know. I guess we'll have to check it out. That's the only way I can say. I'm getting kind of a headache and stuff there. I mean, I do keep wanting to come back to it. So, like, if I leave it, and that's how we're noticing that I work. Like, if I leave it, I want to go back. If it's the right spot. So I keep going back there. Because that's what I do is I like scroll up on the map. I'll scroll up. If I get too far, it's like, nope, I got to go back down. And it's weird because if you keep going, you get Franklin. Yeah. And that's been coming in a lot, and that came in back then. So, yeah, sometimes they do have rodeos at the fairgrounds. I don't remember if I got Liberty Bell before. I got a bell, I think, before. I don't. Like all of a sudden, I'm like super thirsty for some reason. So it's like, yeah, I keep being. And Green Branch Park is there too.
Oh.
So there is a Green Branch Park in the area, Ashley. Everything's there.
Is there anything orange, or is it just the construction?
Well, I'm thinking the orange might be either construction or hunting, because I get it kind of for both as a symbolism. But the Green Branch Park is there. That's another one. And you know what? Have you checked Green Branch Park? I know it's not by the hospital, but there's baseball fields right there. I remember her bringing in baseball fields before.
Yeah.
I just bringing that up. So I think it's interesting that there's green right there. Green, willow, everything. It's all right there. Because I remember she did bring that up about the whole baseball fields. So I don't know. It's still in the area. There's everything. Everything's in the area. Green, willow, and yep. I think that's the area. Well, I hope, Ashley. I hope it was helpful, because we know I've always struggled with it. But, she did give me the green this time, and she gave me willow, which she hasn't given me before. So I think that put us in a better area. And it's just by We're Union, where we always go back to. And I've got a major headache now. So, and I'm getting pains in my stomach, but I just remember the baseball fields. It could have been that one kid that was found by that one little girl that was found behind the baseball fields. It could be her, but when I see them, I just remember that. You know what I mean? But this green, yeah. Sorry. A lot of words around here that I've gotten. A lot. They're on my list. How far is that? Is that about 20 minutes? Ashley? You know what? I'm going to drop a pin and find out. Because I was thinking like around 20 minutes roundabout. Oh, there's also a Calvary Chapel of Vineland. Anyways. No. Oh, crap. I lost my spot. Now I gotta find it again. That wasn't hard. Now I can just find the hospital again. You know, Robin came in, Stephanie. There's a little Robin branch there. I don't know if you remember that. What's the Palace of Depression? Um, 19 minutes. What do you think? I've been saying 20 minutes. My minutes are getting pretty good.
Yeah.
Within a certain amount. Yep. Mine says 19 minutes, Ashley, okay? I went from the high school and I pinned the hospital and it said 19 minutes. It's weird as it's not up because I always went up on the map. I mean, it is, but it's over more. Yeah, and Denny's is right there. Huh, trip. Yep, mine says 19 minutes, so I was thinking within 20 minutes. So, yeah, I think my minutes is getting pretty darn close because Quentin's 15. I said 15 minutes, and the landfill was within 15 minutes.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's cool. 20 minutes. I never felt she was like really, really far away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like it's somebody she knew too.
Yeah, I can't believe that's within 20 minutes that I had just said. I was thinking that too in the reading, and then I something else came up and I didn't say it because I forgot. And then I was like, oh, let me see if it's within 20 minutes. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot there that we've gotten, that's for sure. So, I don't know. We'll have to find out. Ashley will have to go check it out.
Yep.
I wish she had a dog or something. It'd be a lot easier. Yep, so I think that's all I'm getting. It's 11 o'clock. I'm tired. I know that you don't feel good, and it's late. So,
yeah.
Well, this was helpful, Ashley. I think it put us in an area.
Yep.
You know, and then, you know, you could just message me. You just message me, and we'll see what else we can come up with. Because I think that's got to be the area, because it's an area that we've constantly went back to, and it's got a lot of stuff that I've gotten, like a lot, like just about everything, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And everything tonight, because Green is right there, Willow's right there, the hospital's right there, the loop is right there, the a lot of the words. It looks like it from what I can tell.
Yep.
I didn't even pay attention to this. I don't know if anybody else did.
I was for a while. I thought I saw a shadow, but it was your cat.
Oh, my black one? Yeah, he was over here messing with me. He wanted to show himself for Black Cat Appreciation Day. She actually, well, there was another person that did a map and she hid it because I was gonna check it, but I think she thought she was alive and I did too for a while. It's just like weird, like the way that I felt tonight, in the area I'm getting. I mean, I could be getting like where he lives or whatever, but just the way I felt tonight with my body, I didn't like the feeling. So, unfortunately, I didn't like the feeling at all.
Okay.
Is there a light right there anywhere? I don't know what that light is about, but that's freaking gonna annoy me. I even drew it. You want to know what's funny? Well, not funny, but weird. So you can't really tell it, but in my picture, there's like an arrow. You see that arrow right there?
Mm-hmm.
Inside the scribbles. You see
I
it?
do. Yep.
Okay. It's right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you put it like this,
It
guess
goes.
where it goes?
Yeah.
It goes directly to where we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that because I kept going, well, I'm drawing an arrow for some reason.
Yeah.
And when you put it down, it goes directly where you would go on the map.
Yeah.
Trip.
Yeah. That is trip.
That's a trip. That's a trip. I didn't see the blossom or in around there though, but at the hospital. What's at the hospital? What was
Points
I
to
talking-
I think that.
No.
Right.
Well, what were we talking about before the arrow?
I don't remember.
I don't either. We're talking about something before the arrow, and she's saying yes at the hospital, but I don't know what that means. Can you
Elaborate.
elaborate? That's the word I'm looking for. I'm tired. I'm sorry. That's just so weird. I'm tripping out on the arrow now. That it is telling me that way to the map. But what's weird is like when I started, I wanted to go up. I wonder if it's a different direction of where he lives or something. Oh, the traffic light. That's what we were talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
The other side of the loop because you compared it to Millennia traffic light at the hospital. Oh, I don't remember that. You have a better memory than I do. You have a way better memory than I do because I don't remember that at all. But okay, if it makes sense to you.
Right.
But there's traffic light at the hospital. Okay. Yeah, because the loop is right there. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it might be on the right side. Does the right side even make sense? Because it looks like there's a lot on that side. But I definitely feel like it's almost like I'm between a hospital and a construction site. And the construction site, like I said, has like a fence around it, like a chain link fence, and there's all kinds of equipment inside.
Right.
And possibly piles of dirt, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I keep getting like in between those two areas, and I don't know, maybe I can't see the construction site on the map. Like that's something you'll have to see. But it's almost like she's giving me those two reference points and she's in the middle of that. If that makes sense. So I'm excited for you to go out there and find out if there's a construction area. Because I can see it pretty clearly. It's like she wants to put me right in the middle of the construction area and the hospital. Weirdly.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be nice if that's out there because then it will make sense.
Right.
So, all right. Hopefully that was helpful. We'll keep you updated if we find out anything or whatever.
Yes, please.
Ashley will let me know. And Ashley begged me to do this, and I said, I've been wanting to for a couple weeks, but I just haven't had the chance to do it.
Right.
And I've been really wanting to, but with Quentin and everything, I just didn't get the chance. So I pushed myself to do it tonight so she could get out there because it's always helpful when we have people to search.
Yes.
And she's been on this case for 3 years. Like her and Another lady, they always go out and look, and they're very dedicated to finding her. So,
Well,
you
thank
know,
you.
it's something that I think that's how I met her. I think I've known her for 3 years. I think that's how I met her was through Dulce,
Yeah.
if I remember right. Right, Ashley? So, she was the one that I was talking to. She wanted me to do the case. There was a kid that was missing. He was missing like a couple days. I don't remember his name. And I told her, okay, I'll work on it when I get up. And I went to sleep and I dreamed of the area.
Yeah.
I wish they were all this easy. Like, seriously.
Right.
I dreamed like he was down the street from his house. And I kept seeing like his dad walk up on him. And I could see like there was like a little creek and it was all wooded and everything. And I woke up and she's like, oh, he's been found. And I was like, well, we're down the street from his house. And she's like, yes. And I was like, man, why can't I always dream about these areas? That was like the easiest case I've ever done.
Right.
Because I woke up, we found him when I woke up, but it was exactly as I had seen in my dream. It was the weirdest thing that's never happened before. And I was like, well, it would be nice if like it would happen on a case where I'm looking for someone.
Right. Yeah.
Which it has on Windsor, but no one will go look. So I don't know if we can find more people. Maybe more people will listen. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was crazy. That was the most crazy experience. It's like, man, I wish they were all that easy where I could just go to sleep, dream of an area, wake up and like just like tell someone and they can go check.
Right. Yeah. That's great.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I had more stuff come in my dreams too that are weird and new for me, but everything's expanding. Everything's kind of expanding. I think I got more details with what's around her tonight as remote viewing than I ever have before. And and it's all also, I don't know. Things are shifting in a better way for a location. I think.
Yep.
I think my times have been on like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30, like however far somebody is, has been pretty right within that time frame. And the stuff are like, stuff around it. And then the pulls on the map, sometimes stronger than others, you know? So yeah, it would be so much easier. It would be nice, but Ashley's the only one that knows about that really, because I was talking to her about it and it was just a crazy experience. But it'd be nice if I could be like, oh yeah, I'll work that when I wake up. Just go to sleep, dream of the area, wake up, be like, look, they're over here.
Right.
I'm glad. I was super worried about coming on here tonight, and I was like, I'm gonna let Ashley down. Like that's what I was thinking about, because I've done 6 readings and nothing has gotten us really close. But if you look back at the readings, they all kind of fit this area. We've all come back to this area, so it kind of does match it. But tonight I was like, I don't think I'm going to get much else than I already have. I don't think I'm going to be able to put her in another area that we haven't already looked at.
Right.
So I hope it's right, and I hope she's around there somewhere, because otherwise I'm going to just go bang my head against the wall, because this case has done that to me. Like, it makes me crazy. And I don't know. But again, everybody gets found when they're supposed to, but still, it's just like, it gets frustrating. It's super frustrating, because it's like, I feel like I don't get enough sometimes to get an area or something. But, this time she gave me a willow and she gave me green, and that's all right there. So that was good validation for me, because she gave it to me as a symbolism instead of the word. So I think it was easier. Because it's easier to show me a willow tree, and then I can just say willow, and there's a place called Willow. Like, yeah, I know. I try, and that's all that I know. But still, I always think that, because it's been 3 years, and I don't feel like any of my readings have got me any closer. But hopefully this one has. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah. So it's 11:11. I think that's a good time to end it. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll probably see you tomorrow night. I got to do live for donations. So you guys have a good evening. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.